Alright everyone, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Pokemon Soul Silver, and it has been a while since we have been in this game. So, if you are happy to see the series back again after a little bit of a hiatus, then make sure you go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe, because today we're going to take down Team Rocket once and for all. And that's going to start, basically, right now, except not exactly right now, because we do have to go and do the underground stuff, I believe. I believe we need to do the underground stuff. I think we ended off the last episode with taking on our rival, which means that we have all of this to do still. So let's go ahead and do it. Well, what a surprise! We get to see Metang evolve. It's Robotnik evolving. What? Robotnik is evolving. So here we go. We get ourselves yet another final evolution. Obviously, when you have pseudos in your team, it does, make it a little bit more difficult. But there we go. We've got ourselves a new Pokemon. Congratulations, your Robotnik evolved into Metagross. And wants to learn Hammer Arm, which actually could be quite useful. Might get rid of Psychic for that one, because that attack stat is just so much higher than the physical side of things. So yeah, let's get back to our Pokemon and back to beating all of these trainers up. I'm wondering if we should potentially get rid of a Garrick. Not 100% convinced, but not the most useful Pokemon I've noticed over the last few, I would say episodes, but just in a while. Anyway. Oh, what? You came rescue me? Thank you. The radio tower, what's happening there? Taken over by Team Rocket. Here, take this card key. Ah, nice. We get the card key. Use that to open the shutters on the third floor. I'm begging you to help. There's no telling what they'll do if they control the transmitter. They may be able to control Pokemon using a special signal. You're the only one I can call on. Please save the radio tower and all the Pokemon nationwide. Alright, so we need to go ahead and save the world of Pokemon from Team Rocket. And our reward, the Amulet Coin. Who should we give the Amulet Coin to? Because thinking about, well, actually I'm looking at our Pokemon, not too many of them don't have items. So we'll give it to Starling. One other thing, I have no idea how this happened. For some reason, I've got 446 full heals. Now, I have not cheated whatsoever in this game. I noticed we had 5 of them. I went to buy another 5 halfway through the montage because I was like, oh yeah, need some potions and revives and stuff. I don't know how I ended up with them. In fact, I have no idea. If I trash just like one of them, is it gonna... Nope. Alright. Well, in that case, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trash the 400 and however many. I think I had 10 or wanted 10. So we'll just do this. We'll get an extra 5 free full heals from that. And I don't think it changed my money. Yeah, our money's the same. So I really don't know what's going on with that. There are some items around here. I'm going to pick these up and heal up my Pokemon, and I'll see you in front of the radio tower. Um... I think this is for when you've got a Rotom. Okay. This is... I'm a little in disbelief right now because I just talked to a dude and... yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so here we are. We're back in here in the radio tower where we need to go to the 3rd floor. I think we've beaten up pretty much every single Team Rocket grunt at this point, so there shouldn't be too much for us to worry about. I think we even defeated these ones, yeah. So there's one person here, and I think this is the last grunt we face. Alright, so let's head on up. Because we got a battle against the biggest and baddest of Team Rocket.
Now, wait just 1 second. Aren't you the one who got in our way at the Slowpoke well? I see, well, you're doing this because you want to make me angry. Be careful. But since you seem to wish it, I'll show you the true extent of Team Rocket Executive's wrath.
And there we go. We're getting a battle, the first of 3 executives in a row, pretty much. So, pretty fun. Fun stuff indeed. Let's just go for Leech Seed. I'm going to try and work my way around this a little bit, because I think, in the case of these battles, they are going to be a bit longer, and going to probably require a little bit of strategy, and require me to potentially need to think and cut around things, and, you know, don't really want to, you know, be too boring. And actually, I was thinking of a few things. As one, obviously I'm going to be trying to shift into ROM hacks over the next few, kind of, I guess, next year or something like that. And one of the things that I was thinking about was, if there was another game that people wanted to see me play, what would it be if it wasn't, you know, it wasn't just Pokemon? And then I'd kind of decide based on those responses if I would or wouldn't. But there's a part of me that's like, yeah, doing like general gaming stuff would be fun, but it's kind of difficult when you've built your channel around something kind of specific. So, but then the other thing, I was having a couple other thoughts. One, because I always want recommendations for things, because I'll just put it on a list if I see a recommendation for something. And I know people seem to really like the ROM hacks, the real hardcore challenge ROMs, you know, Radical Red and the other Imperial Emerald and stuff. And I'm gonna be honest, even Dark Rising, it's kind of like, ugh. It's just a slog, and it's because I want to have fun, and I want to enjoy the games, and I want to enjoy playing them, and I want to have like a decent amount of interaction with people as I'm playing through these games. And especially because when the Let's Plays end at some point, which they possibly will, you know, I want to be able to do something you know, similar, like, I want to still do the Let's Plays, but I'm probably not going to play them as much because I'll be doing bigger videos most likely. I'll shift the videos to be a little bit more similar to how they're like with what's it, the like the Emerald video I did, the Crystal video, Transfer Lock. Like, it's gonna be in that vein, really. That's where I envision things going. So you know, that those videos, they take a little bit longer, but I still want to be able to do some type of Let's Play, whether that be finding time to, or being lucky enough, at least, based on, you know, subscribers, and whether this could become a job, but I could do live streaming, and that could kind of fill that void, and then post clips from that, basically, or, you know, take the 2 hours or 3 hours that I, you know, stream for, and turning it into episodes, you know, that, because that would be a lot of fun, I think. But you know, it's not always viable, and it's just kind of future planning and thinking about things. And I'm probably going to continue doing live streams and the occasional one-off video for next year, but I don't know, there probably will be a shift at some point, kind of similar to how I started off doing just Let's Plays, and then the one-off videos started kind of trickling in, you know, during this year. So there's going to be some level of change and things happening, and I don't really know what the future holds, and I don't really want to do a bunch of guesswork for it, and or give definitive promises on things that I don't know exactly how everything's going to work out. That's just not me, and I guess I'm a bit of a go with the flow, but not in that way. But in the sense of, I don't like to make too many promises about the future, because the future always holds something that you don't really see happening. But I think having certain goals is a good thing, and trying to achieve them, but then not being overly discouraged when maybe they don't happen the way you wanted them to. Anyway, that was getting philosophical. We're nearly done beating Executive Proton here. And he's got his Electrode again, which he's going to put in. We're just going to do the same thing with Agaric, because 1, Agaric needs levels, 2, Agaric can 2-shot the Electrode, I think. So, unless he wants to use up like a Hyper Potion on it this time around, we're just going to go for the Seed Bomb. Well, I take a sip of my coffee, and luckily, Electrode did not take us out. And there we go. We've just got his last Pokemon, which I actually have no idea what it's going to be. Maybe like a Raticate or something like that? Ooh, a Tauros. Okay. Well, I might just do... I know Agaric's the obvious one, but I might do Starling and just use Close Combat, because Agaric is a little low. And I have the suspicion that Tauros with something along the lines of Zen Headbutt would probably take me out. So, let's just go for the obvious and see what we can do. And then 1 down, 3 to go, and the other 2, or 1 down, 2 to go, and the other 2 are definitely going to be harder than Executive Proton, who, let's be real, isn't that tough of a challenge. Well, we got lucky there with the missed attack in Close Combat, so there we go. I want to remember what... I really want to remember what the next Executive starts with, because it would actually be a big help to have a little bit of a first Pokemon advantage. But I just don't know. But yeah, anyway, there we go. So we got ourselves an Ultra Ball here, which is kind of cool. And I'm going to go and heal up. I think Metagross will be the option for us for the next battle, because of the Pokemon I remember, I mostly remember her starting with an Arbok, but I'm just not 100% sure. I know there's the Nuzlocke tracker website, and I've never noticed it to be correct about anything, so I just don't know in terms of documentation for the changes. Hey you, remember me from the hideout in Mahogany Town? This time, it looks like you're really all alone, so it should be quite easy. Bring it, let's finish this. I think we'll still be fine, generally. And this is our normal Heart Gold team, then I think have a really easy time, but it isn't. I still think we're going to have an easier time than expected. I'm surprised it is a Jinx that comes out first. Bullet Punch, dang. Well, there you go. A good priority, stab, super effective, and all the above. Definitely works there. Milotic is an interesting one. Let's bring out a Garrick for that. We definitely need a little bit of electric type coverage in our team. I'm thinking of what to do looking towards the Elite Four and whether we're going to keep Pokemon like a Garrick around. To an extent, even Staraptor. And try and make a couple of changes. I think she's going to heal. No, she withdrew Milotic and put out Honchkrow. And Honchkrow definitely is a higher level. I think Seeded is a good idea there. Alright, so let's switch into Henge. And I think that should be pretty decently fine. I mean, we're going to have a similar thing to the Crobat, in my mind, at least. But we have the Leech Seed, so hopefully Brave Bird doesn't completely take us out. I can't do that quick math, but I think we should be fine. We may not be fine if it goes for Sucker Punch. Oh, I didn't even think about it. How is Sucker Punch more powerful than Brave Bird? Genuinely. That doesn't make any sense. We're gonna go into Barky then. Because we got strength on Barky. Barky's also probably faster. And that should do it. Maybe Leech Seed get... Oh, well, it's got a berry, so it's fine. Even with Leech Seed, we're probably going to be completely fine. And then Thunder Wave. Actually, you know what? Maybe it would have been useful to have those 446 full heals if we're going to get paralyzed. Yep, there's the Hyper Potion. Well... Not exactly sure what the best course of action is. I was hoping strength would be a little bit stronger. Is that a crit? That wasn't a crit. But, well, assuming we don't continue to be paralyzed, we should be fine. Especially now it's going for Brave Bird. And we're gonna get a little bit back. I don't know if it'll take out Honchkrow. But Leech Seed will do something, I think. There we go. Leech Seed does take it out. I suspect Milotic's coming out as well now. And what are we going to do with this? Because I didn't think we were faster than it. But I wasn't sure. Oh, it does have healing, but it has rest, so it probably has a Chesto Berry, I would assume, for rest strategy. It doesn't have a Chesto Berry. Maybe Shed Skin ability? But even then, we've just pipped it to half. We should have used No, it wouldn't have mattered anyway, because it's Vileplume. Let's see, it's probably going to go for Poison first. So let's go into a Pokemon that's already paralyzed. Try and predict what it's gonna do. It just used Sludge Bomb. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna go for an Extreme Speed. Outspeed it, get some damage on it, because there's not much we can do, really. And then I'll switch into, that's a bit of a pointless Drain Punch, but we'll switch into Staraptor, use Fly. I think we might be faster than a Vileplume with Staraptor. I don't know. Staraptor's a bit odd in its speed, because I obviously know it's not going to be the fastest, but I feel like I'm a little slower than I should be, you know? And there we go. So Fly should do a fairly decent amount here. There we go. Fly takes down the Vileplume. We've taken down her strongest Pokemon, her most noteworthy Pokemon, or her other most noteworthy Pokemon. A Garrick's even getting levels. Arbok's coming out, so that's an easy Robotnik. We've still got the Milotic to deal with. Somehow. And one other Pokemon, which is probably like a Weavile. So let's just go for a Zen Headbutt here. Earthquake on Arbok. Oh yeah, I remember that from the base, I think. Even though it has been a while since recording. Alright. So there we go. This should do it. And goodbye, Mr. or Miss Arbok. Or Cobra. One of the two. And what's the next Pokemon? Is it going to be Milotic, or is it going to be what I'm assuming is a Weavile? It is Milotic. Also kind of resets the counter on the sleep. We could go probably for Leech Seed first, but I'm just thinking, let's be extra careful. It's got Sleep Talk. And it used Rest while Sleep Talk. Nice. Okay. Well. In that case, as long as it doesn't have like a Ice Beam or Psychic, that would be nice. Uses Surf. Okay. Because Sleep Talk is random, isn't it? So it just picks a move. But we could have probably taken it down. We may have just made it a little overly complicated, more than it needed to be. But regardless, Milotic is down. And we've got the final Pokemon. Oh, it's a Purugly. Still gonna go into Robotnik and use Hammer Arm. I think that's the play here. I think that's the better option in all of this. And, yeah, hopefully no issues arise. I mean, we're already slower than it anyway, which is kind of funny, so. And it's a one-shot. There we go. Doesn't even matter that our speed has gone down, as we have absolutely destroyed her. So there we go. We got one more executive. 2 down, 1 to go. Let's go heal up the Pokemon. Now, I'm not exactly sure exactly what he's going to start off with. I'm going to just put our starter up front, and I think that's going to be our best option against Archer. But we end up going all the way to the top in the observation deck to see what we can see. See the route from below, probably. And see all of Goldenrod. And there he is. Let's talk to him. Oh, you managed to get this far yet again. You must be quite the trainer. We have taken over this radio tower and officially announced our comeback. That should bring our boss Giovanni back from his solitary training. We are going to regain our former glory.
I will not allow you to interfere with our meticulous plans.
So here we go. The final battle against the Team Rocket executives. And one final executive, he starts with a Zangoose. Okay. I'm trying to think what the best plan of action is here, then. I think we'll just do the obvious pick, go into a Garrick. I would assume it's going to have a poison move, even though it's interesting. Alright, let's go for Sky Uppercut. It goes for close combat. Actually, that means we might be able to one-shot it, because of the defense drops. I forgot he started with a Zangoose, because we have faced him once, so it's probably the same team, but better. Although that was a double battle with Riley, so we know some of his Pokemon, and obviously he's going to have a Houndour, and he's going to have a Weezing. So, a Gyarados. See, this is the Pokemon that always makes life difficult for me as Gyarados, because we just don't have anything that's an electric type, and electric type's the best way to take out a really only way to take out a Gyarados. And I don't think they've made Gyarados dragon type in this. I'm gonna just go for Zen Headbutt. Oh, it's got Earthquake, of course it does. Of course it does. So we can't have Clear Body and Levitate. We just gotta have one or the other. Does mean we can possibly get a free switch into Starling here, because if it's gonna go for Earthquake again, which I would assume it goes for, I don't see why it wouldn't. We can get Intimidate off. We could get 2 Intimidates off, probably. I'm gonna go for a Fly, because I think we're faster than it, and we are. And it's got Ice Fang. This isn't going to take it out, obviously, but put me pretty close. Okay. Let's switch back into Robotnik, because he's going to obviously heal up. And if he doesn't, Ice Fang's not going to do much of anything. There we go. And do you think it's Earthquake next? I think it's going to be Earthquake next. And we get the another Intimidate off on Gyarados. There we go. Alright, I know we can survive one, so let's go and heal up Robotnik this time. Hopefully that'll have gotten the Earthquake down quite a bit as well. But either way, even if it does do over half, we still can switch into Starling one more time, because Ice Fang's gonna do nothing, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 5 damage. We can go for a Zen Headbutt, and depending on how little Earthquake does, yeah, we can definitely live 2 of those. Not a problem. So let's go for the Zen Headbutt again. It's going to go for Earthquake. It's not strong enough to really be an issue whatsoever. And it didn't hit a crit. That's the other thing. Oh, we missed our attack. Okay, you're going for Bounce? Well, we might as well just take the hit. He's going for a Paralyze, isn't he? Yeah. But we still get their move off, so it doesn't matter at all. Easy does it. Easy does it. Okay. You know, the other thing with this is, obviously I don't want the episode to be too long, but at the same time, I don't want... I don't want to do like 5 episodes battling each executive. So, okay, so we have an Intimidate on Houndoom. Houndoom intimidated us. I'm going for a Surf anyway, don't have a light herb or whatever it is. Because I'm going to switch into another Pokemon. And that Pokemon is going to be... Actually, we could probably do a Garrick. I was going to do Starling, but I'm now thinking a Garrick might be the better possibility for Solar Beam. Because I think we could potentially be faster than it and just hit it for Sky Uppercut. And if not, it uses Dark Pulse, which is a dark type move against a fighting... Oh, it didn't matter. Okay. Well, anyway, it's fine. Doesn't matter. We just go back into Feraligatr and take out the Houndoom, and its attack is lowered even more, even though it is, I think, a special attacker. I mean, I think Houndoom's special. It should be a physical attacker, but, you know, Pokemon was different back then when Houndoom came out. Pokemon was very different. Alright, let's see. So that would be his third Pokemon. Drapion is a dark type. That's also poison, which means you need to have something better than what we've got to take it out. Man, we need Earthquake badly. Let's go for Flamethrower. It's got Earthquake. It's got a move that can take itself out. Really? Fun. Alright, let's... Luckily, despite... Well, I guess possibly because of, the what do you call it? Because of the what do you call it? Yeah, it's gonna use Earthquake again, isn't it? Intimidate made it lose a bit of damage. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go into Starling. It's gonna use Earthquake again. We're also gonna knock its attack down again. Then I'm gonna use Quick Attack. Oh, I was hoping that would get it a little bit lower. We can use Quick Attack again, because it went for a... honestly, Intimidate is so useful. Just from that perspective alone, Intimidate is so useful. It's going to get a third Intimidate. So it doesn't even matter if it wants to use a move like... Oh, we used Fire Fang. I didn't mean to use Fire Fang. I meant to use Flamethrower. But actually, I think they'll probably do about the same amount of damage due to attack and special splits. Or was it EVs or IVs? See, this is the reason why I was a bit annoyed with all of that. I really hope Earthquake doesn't take us out here. Yeah, it wasn't going to. There we go. We probably could have used Extreme Speed. That would have been smarter to do. Definitely been smarter. But doesn't matter. We've still taken out. So there's two Pokemon left. What are they going to be? A Machamp. Right. A Machamp. Okay. Think about it. Think about it. We're lowering the attack. We're going to heal up Robotnik. I'm trying to think. Okay, we don't have to think too hard anymore. Because I was thinking if we get taken out, we could switch into Barky. If this guy keeps wanting to miss, we can keep going. I'm fine with that. Put a bit of damage on. You gonna miss your next attack? No, you're not gonna miss Cross Chop. Okay, it's probably got Earthquake as well, but it's gonna have -1 attack, which we've seen. I think that'll guarantee Robotnik gets a least one hit off with Zen Headbutt. So, and we're faster than it. Thank you. Thank you, Arceus, for that one. The two slow-moving objects, but we've got the faster slow-moving object. And Scizor is the last Pokemon that he's got. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep Rabonic out, we're going to heal up Arcanine, and we are going to go from there. And it'll be as simple as that. The amount of Hyper Potions we have used is not an issue to me. And we can just kind of Hammer Arm it until it takes us out. I mean, Swords Dance is not nice. I didn't mean to Zen Headbutt either. Especially because, oh, now's the time when I want to have something like Scary Face. Because I don't know if we're going to take it out now. Because it might just be too fast. It might just be too fast. That is the thing that I didn't think of. Is that it could just be very, very fast. Luckily, it'll only be +3 after Barky comes out. I could make it +2. That could be the smarter option, because I just don't know. I just don't know. We're faster than it! It's gonna have a whatever berry that reduces the attack or something like that. And it doesn't. Actually, it probably had like a Focus Sash or something like that. But there we go. We have defeated Team Rocket. No, forgive me, Giovanni. Ugh. How could this be? Our dreams have come to naught. But I was not up to the task after all. Like Giovanni's done before me, I will disband Team Rocket here today. Farewell. Oh? Giovanni, sir, you've returned. My arrival is marked by a kid beating a Team Rocket executive. Disgraceful. Listen, kid, you've gotten yourself involved in grown-up matters. I'll show you the power of Team Rocket and the fruits of our plans. Prepare to experience a world of pain. I'm sorry. What? We have to beat Giovanni now? Okay, I think our Pokemon are back. Which is fine, but now we've got a whole nother boss battle? What? Alright. I didn't expect this. I might have, I don't know, this is just gonna be a real long episode. 4 boss battles. 4! I thought there would be not this many. I mean, you know, I thought there wouldn't be this many. Why does Persian have Hypnosis as well? That's just really frustrating. Especially because I want to be faster than this Pokemon, but it is 6 levels higher than me. Sky Uppercut does do half at least? More than half. One shot, let's go. That's good. That's better. Golly, I need to think about his team. Yeah, he's gonna have a Nidoking, which, if he has the Nidoking, Nidoqueen, and Rhydon trio, the ground trio, we should be okay. We should be able to deal with that relatively okayly, because, yeah, we do survive that, and then, let's be real, Nidoking's defenses aren't necessarily the best, nor are its special defenses, but defenses definitely not. It's Nidoqueen is the bulkier one, Nidoking has higher attack, so, and Rhyperior's coming out, so what I'm gonna do is not do anything silly, and I'm going to go into Joey, and then we're going to Intimidate off, and we're going to go for a Surf, and we're faster than it. And unless it goes for one of those one-shot moves like Fissure, one-hit KO moves, we just take it out, we're just built different. This is what happens, Giovanni, when you haven't been battling for a couple of years because you went into hiding. Screech, yes, because we have Leer, and Screech is much better than Leer. So there we go. We have... Alright, Kangaskhan is out next. So let's get Starling out for that. And use Close Combat. Because... Actually, I can't remember. Did they give Kangaskhan Fighting type? It might be... like normal fighting or something along those lines. I'm gonna go for a Fly. I think Kangaskhan is one of the Pokemon with a change in typing. And I could be completely wrong with that. I am completely wrong with that. So what I'm going to do is sack off a Garrick, because Kangaskhan will get hit by Recoil. Then we can bring out Staraptor again, who will then be able to live a Double Edge because of the Intimidate attack drop. And we can go for Close Combat and take it out. And it's a foolproof plan, it won't fail. It's foolproof. Absolutely no issues whatsoever. And yeah. It's as simple as that sometimes. Okay. What is next on the list for us then? Taurus is next on the list for us. So I'm going to go into Joey, so we can get the Intimidate off. And I think I'm going to go for a Screech as well, to just lower its defenses a little bit. Cool. And then I think I'm going to go for a Crunch, because that will do some damage now. I mean, I think it would already have done about 20% damage, but it's going to do a little bit more than that. Not much more, though. Alright, well, in that case, let's think about the fact that Nidoqueen's probably going to be the Pokemon who's coming out next. And that will be something that we need to consider. So what I'm planning on doing is going into Barky. And I'm gonna go for Fire Fang. See, the speed of Taurus, because Arcanine's a quick Pokemon, but the speed of Taurus it's something. Alright, Nidoqueen is coming out, so we're gonna bring Starling out for the Intimidate. We're gonna let it take out Starling, and then we're going to bring out Robotnik, who's gonna finish Nidoqueen off. Actually, we probably could keep Starling in and get it to level 44, because no, let's stick with the plan. No, let's not do something crazy, because it'll do something like Thunder Punch, and it'll still Ice Beam. Yeah, Ice Beam wouldn't have done much, but it would have probably done enough. Is Nidoqueen only going to use special attacks, though? That's the thing that worries me all of a sudden. Because if Nidoqueen has Earth Power, we haven't diminish that at all. And there we go. I just can't see... Earth Power is... It's effectively done the same thing. Okay. Well, my other worry is that Zen Headbutt does not take it out. Is he gonna heal? Is he gonna heal? He's gonna heal. We get another Zen Headbutt off, and then we can do the Bullet Punch. They've all just had one potion. I'm gonna assume that this is the same for Giovanni. Please don't... He didn't heal up, and we've got off the Bullet Punch. And we've taken out the Nido Queen. Let's go! I'm getting better at this game, I think. I think I'm getting better. What in the world are you? So, once again, a child defeats Team Rocket. Is Team Rocket forever doomed to be defeated by mere children? Well, that was a lot. Oh, hey, it's the director. Oh, you already defeated them, thank you. Your courageous actions have saved Pokemon nationwide. You are well worth this, please take it. We get the Silver Wing. There used to be a tower right here. The tower was replaced with the radio tower. That Silver Wing was found at the top of the tower. I heard from a friend from Simewood City that when you go down a cave at the Whirl Islands, when you have a Silver Wing, I have to get back to my office. See you. Oh, I almost forgot. According to my friend from Simewood City, legendary Pokemon ought to appear if you just go down to the cave at the Whirl Islands with only that Silver Wing. Apparently there's something else you need, or something like that. I wonder what it was. I can't remember. Are you expecting something? This is what they call fake out. I must really go back to my office this time. See ya. Well, I have been recording this episode for a very long time, and I think it is time to end it here. I'll see you all in the next episode of Pokemon Soul Silver. Take care.